Hi, my friends. Jim Holmes here, and I'm back with video number 5 in a series of videos I'm doing based on my memoir, Pen Paper Prayer, a true story of death and life. Actually, there's a copy of it over there. I encourage you to visit my website, jamespholmes.com, to see all my videos uh, and all the books I've written. I'm just going to tell you right now, this video is not going to be pretty. It's about me coming back to life. And, well, this enters a period of time, probably 30 years of my life, that I'd rather forget. I ended up being broke, down and out, drinking too much. I was having trouble coping with being alive again. And there's no one there to understand or help me. And I can't blame them. I mean, it's hard to find people that have died and come back to life and want to talk about it. So, moving forward, in video number 4, I described the beauty of my death, and it was beautiful. It was just a beautiful summer day, the kind you read about in books, no pun intended. But now I'm going to talk about coming back to life, and it wasn't so pretty. My spirit had to re-enter my body, which was still lying on my sister's bed, if you remember. And then it was first to start off back up in the corner of the room, looking down on my body. But the sun was gone. It was no longer a beautiful summer day. The gentle breeze was gone. The birds weren't singing. Actually, the room had this brown tinge to it. It was just like dirty. And my spirit came out of the corner of the ceiling and looked down on me in the bed, and then started to walk around the bed, and then alongside the bed again, looking down at me the whole time, or my body. And that's where my spirit wanted to be, was in that body, in that bed, basically dead, because it was a struggle to walk. It was like I was mud up to my neck, and I was wrapped in chains, and every step was an effort. But I had to do it. I had no choice, and I don't know why. And heading out this way, as I looked down at my body in the bed, there was a doorway, which I went out. And as soon as I stepped into the hallway, that it was like a black cloak around my shoulders that fell away from me and went down through the cracks in the wooden floor beneath my feet. And I was alive. I had no choice. Now, you have to remember that my spirit, not my mind, left my body and had gone to exist in, hopefully, heaven. And this is an important distinction. Our brains are only equipped to survive in this world. They're not equipped to be in heaven at all. They don't have the capacity to take in the width and breadth of the love and the beauty and the light and the, well, we don't. I can barely describe it. It's just so beautiful. Combining these two life forces, your spirit and your brain, happens naturally. The problem with me was that my brain was pretty much useless, even though I was out of my coma. I mean, I didn't know anything. And so my spirit was sort of like in charge, and it has no place really in this world other than existing in you as your as your being, and that things didn't go so well. As a quick example, I was seeing people as their essence, as their love, as their internal beauty. It was magnificent, and this world was. I was obviously perceiving that in a different way as well. I mean, I loved everybody, and everybody loved me. It was a it was a beautiful way to exist. The only problem was this beautiful existence would lead to one of the saddest days in my life because, and I remember this, I remember when I knew this beautiful way of perceiving our world was leaving me. It had to go because I would just be trampled by the ugliness of this world we have to exist in. Our spirit is just too pure to be here. And I was just so sad that this was leaving me, but I knew it had to go. Uh, you know, not only was I trying to survive with a damaged brain and no help from anyone, but I also had this knowledge of existing as my spirit and all the beauty that entailed. I mean, and who could I talk to? Who would understand? Uh, Needless to say, it would take years now, more than years. It would take decades for my body and my brain to re-engage with being in this world again, um, which was tough because I failed miserably at life. I was terrible at relationships. I couldn't keep a job. I was, for lack of a better term, I was just stupid. There was nothing up here. I knew my name and my social security number, and that's about it. And that's a tough way to be 24, 25, whatever I was, and trying to go back out in the workforce. I mean, I was an idiot. There's just no way of other way of putting it. And people treated me that way. They were rude. They saw a weak person and they took advantage of that because I didn't have what it took to survive on my own in the world, but I had no choice. And people were brutal to me. But that's, it's just the way it is. I didn't know what to do except put one foot in front of the other. I would fail, but I would keep going. I hated my life. I hated my body, my broken body. And I started to drink too much because it was how I separated myself from this plate up here and the scar and what I couldn't do, and I still separated shoulder and the mess that I was, and that I couldn't put two and two together and make four. My God. So, when my car smashed into that pine tree on that cold December night, my life changed forever. And little did I know that another pine tree was going to come into my life and change things for the good. It's a fantastic story. In the 42 years that, or plus or minus, since my accident, only one person has ever helped me with that void that opened up inside of me of how bad off I was, or just not bad off, but just incompetent I was. Only reinforced by other bad people. But this woman came along and she helped me so much. I am forever indebted to her. And I will talk about what she did and why she did it. And it's a beautiful thing. And it's something that we can all share with each other. You don't have to be a smashed up mess. This is good for everybody. And we can help each other to heal. So thank you for watching, and video number 6 will be out soon. And you know what I'm gonna say. Love is the answer. So we'll see you soon. Bye bye.